only like 2 o'clock over there. 2:05. Again. Wait, what are you doing? Huh? Why? Huh? What's 12 times 8? What? 96? 96. That's 96 inches. Yeah, come on with it. Oh, right down here. Oh, get the tip of it. Go right there. There you go. So, I need it. It's on the tip. Yeah. Right here. Okay. You gonna get a new box spring? For what? Get a new box spring. This bottle was $29. Hold it right here. Hold it right there. I had it right
Megan's playing that. Wait, what are you playing exactly? Serenade. What? What's my... Oh, I'll find it later. Bye, Mark.
Oh.
Oh, crap, wrong way. Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Yeah.
Stop doing the same thing over and over again, please. Jeez. But you bet who me? I'm gonna burn down your house. Put gasoline all on the inside. Put gasoline everywhere, light a match, throw it at it. Light up your house. Yes, please.
We have a huge show for you today recapping everything that happened at WWE's TLC event, but the first thing we have to discuss is that, encounter, for lack of a better term, between Buzz and Bray Wyatt.
I certainly wouldn't call it a match, that's for sure.
I've watched it a few times now, Hood, and I'm still not sure what really happened.
It was bizarre to say the least. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time my opponent knocked me out with gas in the locker room before the match, then brought me to his creepy compound where I had to fight off all sorts of crazy things, only for it to end with a fire, then I'd be flat broke, because that just doesn't happen.
I mean, we're at a point where I'm questioning if the authorities should be called. Buzz was kidnapped, essentially.
You might have a point there, Pete. What happened has no place in wrestling.
Well, we're talking about a guy who has everything going for him, and now after what Bray Wyatt did, he might never be the same. It's disgusting.
Yeah, from what I hear, he's in a bad way, and it may be out for a while.
Uh-huh. Well, what do you think's going to happen with the title?
This is bigger than titles, man. We're talking about a man's career and well-being. You said it yourself. Buzz might never be the same after this. Bruises and bones will heal, but your mental psyche will not. It's times like this, I'm glad I'm retired, because I would want nothing to do with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, hard to jump into the rest of the TLC card after that, so let's take a break, and then we'll try to get into it.
Yeah, that dude's nuts, man. Come in like that.
How are you feeling today?
Not great. I'm sore, I have a nasty headache. I only remember bits and pieces of what happened.
Probably a side effect of whatever Bray Wyatt used to knock you unconscious.
Could also explain some of the things I saw out there.
A full recovery is what's most important right now. But unfortunately, we don't know yet how long that might take. So I have some bad news. Triple H is making me strip you of the Intercontinental Championship due to the injuries you've suffered.
I'll make it back in time to defend the title. I know I can.
I believe you can too, but Triple H doesn't want to wait around and see. He said his decision was final. I'm sorry. I'll try my best to give you a chance to regain the Intercontinental title when you return. Now try to get some rest, okay?
It's been weeks since we last saw Buzz after his kidnapping and battle with Bray Wyatt at Wyatt's compound.
I know you don't like to ease into things, so you'll be in action tonight in a tag match versus The Bar.
Yeah, I got your text about it earlier. Who's my partner?
I thought I'd leave that up to you.
Hey, I heard from my dad that you're looking for a tag team partner tonight to take on The Bar. As someone who's defeated them before, I assume you're going to be choosing me. Wait, I rub people the wrong way? How? Can you give me some?
Something's different about you. No, I just figured it out. There's no way in hell I'd be your tag partner tonight.
Hey.
Buckle up because we have a contest that's going to blow the roof off this place. We have a team
against the ball. First, we get at 180 pounds from Alabama, Tyrone Reynolds. He doesn't. I gotta change that. With that native wood in our faces, we were born for greatness.
The crowd is buzzing with excitement. Buzz is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Mobile, Alabama, weighing in at
Here is your answer.
Oh, this should be good.
And his partner, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 245 pounds, Jason Jordan.
I mean, if you wonder why I chose
Hey, Byron, here's a little trivia question for you. Who's the only person to win the NXT, SmackDown, and Raw tag team titles?
Oh, I know. Jason Jordan.
For the first time in your life, Saxton, you're right. He read it off my notes.
NXT.
Fair point.
I chose him.
Let's be honest, guys. There are a ton of factors working against Buzz tonight in this tag match.
For starters, he's got a partner he's never teamed with, and a significant amount of ring rust to shake off as well.
And don't forget, he's still likely dealing with the residual effects of that brutal Bray Wyatt attack and the subsequent brawl at Wyatt's compound. That's something you cannot forget.
And lastly, they're in there with two formidable opponents in Cesaro and Sheamus, who have no sympathy for whatever issues Buzz may be dealing with.
Welcome back to Raw, Buzz.
Flying forearm. Ooh, what impact. Wow, what impact. Come on.
You gotta believe this one's over.
And we have our winners. Be honest, guys. There are a ton of factors working against Buzz tonight in this tag match.
For starters, he's got a partner he's never teamed with, and a significant amount of ring rust to shake off as well.
And don't forget, he's still likely dealing with the residual effects of that brutal Bray Wyatt attack and the subsequent brawl at Wyatt's compound. That's something you cannot forget.
And lastly, they're in there with two formidable opponents in Cesaro and Sheamus, who have no sympathy for whatever issues Buzz may be dealing with.
Welcome back to Raw, Buzz.
Nailed it. Boom, what impact.
He looks a bit off his game here.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag here?
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. to the floor.
Cesaro is the quintessential Renaissance man. The Swiss Superman speaks 5 languages, is well-traveled, and enjoys cultures from all over the world. And if you follow Cesaro on social media, you'll see the superstar's passion for coffees, especially espresso.
There's no question that Cesaro is a man of many talents and a man of many passions. The Swiss Superman's appreciation for languages, cultures, and cuisine is something normally reserved for people in a different profession. And speaking 5 languages means Cesaro can communicate with someone almost wherever he goes.
While I could do without seeing Cesaro in a beret and enjoying a double espresso at a cafe in Rome, the Swiss cyborg's an intellectual when it comes to his pursuits away from the ring. Cesaro is known for reading 3 to 4 newspapers each day, each one written in a different language.
Sheamus is one of the most dominant forces in WWE. The man actually enjoys proving he is as vicious as they come and will attack anyone who steps in his way.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, and a knee!
Effectively using the knee. Going back to Sheamus' dominance, he's won numerous championships, is a Royal Rumble match winner, and a Mr. Money in the Bank. Then when he joined Cesaro, it caused a seismic shift in the tag team division.
Well, besides the fact that Sheamus and Cesaro were rivals, Sheamus is famous for not playing well with others. But what began as an unlikely duo evolved into a dominant force that is the Bar.
Toss to the outside.
The Celtic Warrior now on the receiving end. He's got to dig deep here or he'll be in real trouble.
Oh, nasty impact. When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing creates separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Oh, targeting the stomach.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael.
What does Buzz have in store? This might be it!
Oh, my. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. Over the body.
He's got the shoulders down, and the shoulders up in time.
Clearly not. Death Valley bomb. This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Cesaro is in a real bad spot.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
No, reverses it. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Well, he's tapped into a power source I wasn't sure he had. See if he can keep it going. Ouch.
There have been times in sports that
And a third by Sheamus.
Good grief.
That was simply amazing.
Oh, man, that was nasty. But he's got to capitalize now.
We got to cover. Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
He's got plenty of gas left in his tank.
You can't be part of American Alpha and be soft, Saxton.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see this. Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive.
Oh, man, what a hit. Knocked right off the apron. Russian leg sweep.
Cesaro being pushed to the...
There's the cover. Can he do it? He gets his shoulder up before 3. Not yet. This has been a battle. What a strike.
Look out, down he goes. And he might not get back up.
Things are looking dire for Jason Jordan.
He may very well be running on instinct right now.
Unless he has no interest in walking away with the winner's end of the purse, he needs to make a tag immediately.
Well, on the plus side, he's not the only one in that ring struggling for air right now.
Oh,
this is going to be bad for Sheamus.
These competitors are walking on dangerous ground right now.
Jason Jordan being pressed hard.
This is going to frustrate Jason Jordan.
I think things are about to get turned upside down.
I think you are correct.
Keep your eye on this one.
He's looking at it.
Sheamus's legs looking feeble. He could be on his way out of this one.
Harsh impact. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
That is a huge opportunity for Jason Jordan.
He might have it. Incoming.
You've got to believe this one's over.
He goes for the cover.
Elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. Quick reversal by Sheamus.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, 3 massive Irish curse backbreakers. If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
Will Jason Jordan be able to continue?
Man, that hurts.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
Sheamus can't waste any cover here.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
And Jason Jordan reverses it.
Vicious strike. Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous. Ooh, neck breaker.
No, man, that hurts.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Oh, my gosh.
What an uppercut. That might just be the final nail in the coffin.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, nasty impact. And that one drops him. Somebody's on a mission tonight.
Look at Cesaro stalking him.
Looking for the sharpshooter, and he's sitting out. Cesaro gonna get him to tap out, maybe.
But can he follow up here?
What a tag team display.
Let's be honest, guys. There are a ton of factors working against Buzz tonight in this tag match.
But for starters, he's got a partner he's never teamed with, and a significant amount of ring rust to shake off as well.
And don't forget, he's still likely dealing with the residual effects of that brutal Bray Wyatt attack and the subsequent brawl at Wyatt's compound. That's something you cannot forget.
And lastly, they're in there with two formidable opponents in Cesaro and Sheamus, who have no sympathy for whatever issues Buzz may be dealing with.
Welcome back to Raw, Buzz.
Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Cody tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever. There's the tag.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots, but I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever, and what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent.
In a tag match, when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstars' feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made. Oof!
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the second rope.
The Celtic Warrior has dominated the WWE his entire career and is quite the decorated superstar. The way that Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at Survivor Series 2015 and drilled Roman Reigns with 2 Brogue Kicks was like watching the end of a wonderful movie. And just like that, we had a new WWE champion.
It was an incredible turn of events when Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at the 2015 Survivor Series. The Celtic Warrior delivered 2 Brogue Kicks and took down the newly crowned WWE champion, Roman Reigns.
Many people feel that the events that followed Roman Reigns winning the WWE Championship at Survivor Series and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus cashing in his Money in the Bank contract was a well-orchestrated plan devised and executed by Triple H.
In off the tag.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Penny predicament.
And Cesaro easily avoids the pinfall.
Effortlessly. It could take more than that.
Ooh, what impact.
German suplex.
He's starting to stagger a bit. He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and...
Oh my gosh!
The old European uppercut.
He's back in control here.
Look at this. That was nowhere near a 3 count.
Not yet.
He's lining him up. I think only a group is...
He's got it! He's got it! He's gonna tap! Can't waste any time here. A little forced yoga, I guess.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
That's how you wear down your opponent. What a stomp!
Good grief!
Nailed it.
Man, Sheamus showing some of that Irish charm.
Cesaro is in position.
This just ain't gonna do it.
Let's be honest, guys. There are a ton of factors working against Buzz tonight in this tag match.
For starters, he's got a partner he's never teamed with, and a significant amount of ring rust to shake off as well.
And don't forget, he's still likely dealing with the residual effects of that brutal Bray Wyatt attack and the subsequent brawl at Wyatt's compound. That's something you cannot forget.
And lastly, they're in there with two formidable opponents in Cesaro and Sheamus, who have no sympathy for whatever issues Buzz may be dealing with.
Welcome back to Raw, Buzz.
What a stomp!
Good grief!
Harsh impact. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Oh, what impact! Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who've dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw.
And Jason Jordan forces his way out.
Not yet. Too early. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the 3rd fall was ruled a double countout.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner having until the referee's 5 count to execute the move. As a college student back in Ireland, Sheamus was a standout member of his school's rugby team. Think of how devastating it must have been to be a player on the opposing team to get drilled by Sheamus running at full speed and you're not wearing any pads. The only people who can relate to that are WWE superstars.
When you have all the physical gifts that you're looking at it here.
Yeah, you can turn it on in the blink of an eye.
Nailed it. He's really looking to prove a point here. This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back.
Ooh, what impact.
Now that's what I call making a statement. The situation just got real bad for Sheamus. And Sheamus slips out of harm's way. And Sheamus slips out of harm's way.
Oh, right to the body. That hurt. Stop pulling leg snap. That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring. And guys, we're seeing Sheamus in a tough situation.
And things look bad for the Celtic Warrior right now.
I have a feeling this isn't going to end well for him.
This is all but over.
Sheamus' rugged training is the only reason he's still in this match. Slam with authority.
He's on the defensive now. This tag team match is dangerously close to get
a kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
Going for the big one. He's definitely starting to lose it here.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers.
Cesaro is in position. Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael.
Harsh impact. Tagged in.
reversal. Cesaro showing his prowess.
Backdrop suplex. Boom, what impact.
It's starting to look bleak for him now. He needs to find a way to create some space or else this thing's over.
That's over at this point.
Let's remember, though, guys, his opponent doesn't seem to be in great shape either.
Suplex. Cesaro showing signs that it could be ending soon.
The Swissman needs to rally soon.
He may very well be on Dream Street right now, guys.
He could do it here.
Too close for cover.
The Swiss Cyborg refusing to be shut down.
That's what Cesaro's all about.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Beautiful technique. He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
You gotta believe this one's over.
And it's Jason Jordan with the head games.
On the mark.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh, man.
Jordan connects with a spear in the corner and a massive belly-to-belly.
Good grief.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? They did it. They won the match. And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.
This was another great moment. And finally,
here are your winners, Chris Danger and Jason Jordan.
Big win despite absorbing a huge amount of punishment there.
These two work so well together, Michael. I'd be surprised if they went their separate ways anytime soon.
You're going to be hard-pressed to find action like what we just saw anywhere else, but right here on Raw.